Hello! Hello! Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. And guess what? Welcome to Kayaking for Autism's channel. The squeaky mouse problem is gone. We've got rid of the old squeaky mouse. We still have it if you want. But we've now got a much cleaner, less squeaky mouse, so I can give you a proper tour. This is Biodome, and we now have 4 airlocks on this thing. And I want to give you a little tour of the improvements I've made to Biodome. Please note this is still a work in progress, and there is still much to do. We're currently landed on Minmus today. Well, okay. I have to say, walking around a space station even on Minmus, where the gravity is very, very low, can be quite a... You know, it can take you all afternoon to go to the toilet. Oh, it's taking forever and ever and ever. I'll call back in a... Okay, we've arrived in the vehicle docking bay, and I had a number of complaints about people saying, oh, it didn't look very airtight or whatever, but I've tried to make it look really airtight now. Now here's how you let the Kerbal out. You need to change back to the man who's in control, and you need to open lock the inner Autobot door. And if I zoom in here, where's the inner Autobot door? This one. And now we go back to Kerman, and you can see now he's now through the airlock. Okay, and there's a line that says danger, airlock just opens to space. I then close this one, and I close the Autobot inner airlock door. I go back to Kerman, and you can see this is now shut. Okay, so Kerman's now going to go for a little spacewalk, so he's going to walk out of the airlock. So we go back to this one again, and we open up the outer hangar bay door now. Where is she? Okay, here we go. Outer hangar bay door. Now it's outer Autobot door. And there he is. So that means that the Biodome can still remain pressurised, but a Kerman can come in and out if he wants. So, you know, I don't know, maybe I kind of fancy a bit of a bimble around Minmus for now, so I'm going to go for a wee. Ah, falling onto Minmus very, 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 very slowly, and you can just about see Kerbin over there in the distance. And one small step for a man, one giant leap for Kerbal kind. How about that? Now, ooh, I wonder how we get back in. There's no ladder. Oh well, good thing we've got this wonderful thing called a jetpack. Space, R, shift, up we go. Do 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 do. Come on, get your RCS back on. Can you get back in? Come on. Here we go, here we go. We're coming back in, we're coming back in. And we're back in! Hooray! And then let's quickly capture our Kerbal. So we'll say outer Autobot door. There we go, outer Autobot door. Close them in. And then inner airlock door. Open that one up now. And then once again go square brackets to go back to your Kerbal. So yes, this colony is fully functional and all the doors work. Only thing is you have to use the square brackets to actually say change from this one to this one. Oh. This here is going to be the oxygen room, where we're going to turn some of the plant's air into oxygen. I want to use one of the Zoxygene packs to really make this possible. Also, I've been trying to work on some colony habs. Oh dear, the colony seems to have fallen over because of a Kerbin quake, and now poor old Jeb here is falling all over the place, so we'll better go back to the camera ship, and we'll notice that the entire colony has fallen over. But that's okay, because of our powerful RCS system, we can stabilise and sort that out. Now if we go back to Jeb, and he's now all the way over here in one of the plant's bins, which we need to produce our oxygen and our food with. Yes, I'm trying to work on a more homely atmosphere, so I've got tables and carpets and beds and furniture and things, and you know, I'm really trying my hardest to try and make this all come to possible. I've also done some more plants because I had a number of people complaining that the previous plants were just too cubic and they hated them. So I put a few leaves and things on them like there, and they're not amazing. I mean, I don't pretend to be a botanical modeller expert or anything like that. The last thing I wanted to show you quickly were the Frontier Elite 2 style hangar bay doors. And the idea is that where Jeb is at the moment, this is where the ship's going to park. Okay, so we'll quickly go back to the next one, and we'll close the outer hangar bay door for now, and we'll open up the inner airlock door. Where is it? Inner airlock door. Woo, there we go, opening up nicely. We'll go back to Jeb. Now what we'll do is we'll put Jeb on the other airlock door for now. Okay, so Jeb's nice and safe now. I'll have a quick look at Jeb while we're using the other Kerbal to control the door. Yeah, there's an old joke. How many Kerbals does it take to open a door? 2 in this game, apparently. Inner airlock door. That's inner. There we go. Inner airlock door. So we close him in. So now he's airtight. There we go. And then finally we open up that outer hangar bay door, which is at the top. Opens like so. Ta-da! And now we'll go back to Jeb, and we'll jump. And will you look at that view? How about that? Woohoo! And that's the top of my base. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the view's fantastic, but I also decided that just in case maintenance or anything needed to come and help a crashed ship on top of the roof or whatever, then you really need a sort of a maintenance man's airlock. I mean, I haven't yet done the doors for this one, but basically this will allow you to go back down to the rest of the complex. Also note, I've done 5 layers of windows. It's just that the top layer of windows I haven't yet finished because it's going to be a bit not perfectly circular, so that it can fit the hangar bay airlock in it. This has all been a lot of work. It's still a work in progress. It's still not finished. I really hope that you've enjoyed the little tour of my space base on Minmus. I will be adding some more things to it. I've had some number of ideas, like add some lights to it maybe, add an elevator. Now an elevator would be a bit tricky because I wish there was a way that you could sort of like directly say go to floor 1, go to floor 2, because at the moment if you just do it with a cylinder, basically modified cylinder and a Mumec toggle box as the sort of the lift where the Kerbal goes in, it'll just end up you can get stuck between floors, and you've basically got to do it manually. You've got to sort of like very carefully tweak him to go up and down. But if you guys really want me to put an elevator in the complex, I will put an elevator in the complex. Now that I understand about how to move the node gliders about. I mean, here you've got to make sure there are 2 extrusions coming out of the roof, so that means you've got to have separate node gliders that are not convex. You've got to have one here, another one here, another one here, and another one here. So you've got to basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top node gliders here, and then you've obviously got your separate ones here. So you've got 1, 2, 3 on the top, another one there, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and ingeniously I've managed to make sure there's a little bit of a gap so that these things don't actually collide. They just miss each other. Tell me what you guys think and how I can improve on it. I'll be uploading the alpha in a second.